Hello, all. Thank you for listening and welcome to Anime Jail. My name is Jack.
And my name is Leon.
And today, we're going to be getting back into the famous Demon Slayer. This is part 2 in our 2-episode breakdown of Demon Slayer, the 26-episode anime. This is the second 2-part episode we've done, right, Leon?
Yeah, the other one was on Black Butler, I think.
The infamous Black Butler. Yep.
The infamous Black Butler. My bad.
No. I wasn't correcting you. I'm just informing people that it is infamous.
Yeah. I thought you wanted to inform them that infamous is one of your favorite words to use.
True. It is. Me and you have history with it, so.
Yeah, I don't know how often you've said infamous.
Yeah.
I only know the word infamous because of you.
Hey, then it seems like I've taught you something, so I'm glad to be helpful. But getting back into it, it's not quite like a normal intro of an episode because I already introed the series last episode. So if you missed that one, go ahead and check that out, and you can hear me sort of talk about the basics. You blah blah blah. You get it. But getting back into it today, we're just going to be talking more about how the story keeps going. I'm gonna call it and say that this is probably gonna be a shorter episode because first of all, we're not like breaking down everything, and second of all, kind of like a spoiler alert, but I just feel like not much happens. Like yes, things happen in the story, but like I'll get more into my thoughts as we keep going. But man, the characters, like I'm just struggling, bro.
I have a lot to say about the characters. Like not a lot, but like some stuff.
I'm looking forward to that.
But well, let's first continue with the story. I mean, we stopped at the point where we got to meet Inosuke, if I remember correctly.
Yes.
Where Inosuke was attacking Zenitsu, who was protecting the box with Nezuko inside.
Which, by the way, crazy cliffhanger. Like,
yeah,
that is quite the moment to, because like, this went on for 2 seasons in a row, right? Like it was just like it kept going.
I guess.
Which I don't know. That's just so weird. Yeah.
But it was like a weird thing because it was like not. It didn't feel like 2 cores as normally. We didn't have a new opening or ending.
Yeah. Me and Leon were talking about it, and he was like, "Are we going for the 12th or 13th episode?" And I was like, "I don't know." And he was like, "There's like no like breaking point in the middle, so I guess we'll just do 13." I was like, all right, because it just like I don't know if it's the pacing, but it just cuts off at a weird part in the middle. But yeah, we're starting back on episode 14 when Inosuke is about to fight Zenitsu for some reason. Who knows? Maybe he's just a really mad fellow, but But, well, he is, which I guess we'll get into more. But yeah. So basically, they were finishing at that house where that one guy had like all the drums on him, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then like, sort of like help me out here, but I'm trying to remember. They like go into that forest after that.
Yeah.
Tanjiro and Zenitsu and Inosuke go into this forest. I don't remember why, but like they saw something or heard something.
They got sent by the bird.
Oh yes, by the crow.
Yeah.
By the way, the way that crow talks is pretty funny, I will say.
Yeah, that's true. It's hilarious.
Yeah, I like. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That guy's funny. But they go into the forest, and then like, dude, a large part of the next like of the rest of the season takes place there, right? Like,
yeah,
it seemed like a lot.
So long. Wait, let me see. I think I wrote down where it ended. Episode 21.
Episode 21. Jeez, dude.
Yeah, we had 7 episodes of the forest arc. Or as I like to take my notes, and I've called it the Demon Family arc.
Yes. Okay, that is pretty good.
And it's basically about a demon, the lower five of the
Yeah,
12
yeah.
demon moons, who kind of gathered demons who were scared of the demon hunters. At least the subtitles call them demon hunters. I don't know about the correct translation if
Yeah.
we have
It's
demon
like
hunter or
a
demon slayer.
I think it is Demon Hunters because it's Onigari, which is like Oni, and then like Gari comes from like Karu, which means to hunt. So I think it would be Demon Hunters.
Okay. And basically, he gathered some demons who were scared of the demon hunters, uh, and protected them for the price of becoming his family,
Yeah, yeah.
which is not very typical for demons, like to
Yeah,
build a
yeah. They don't
family.
really like yeah.
The next 7 episodes basically take place in different parts of the forest
Yeah.
with different characters fighting against different members of the family.
Yep. Yeah.
You were talking about his name. I think his name was
Yes.
Dewey.
Yes, it's a Dewey. And I will say I'm kind of laughing because it's just kind of funny to me how like how you put it was like different parts of the family are fighting different demon hunters, being like Zenitsu, Inosuke. Actually, does Zenitsu fight? I think he gets like wrapped up or something.
Uh, who fights Inosuke?
Uh, d- does Zenitsu and I think Inosuke fights, right?
They
Like
both
fighting one of
fight.
them. Oh, okay.
Like Zenitsu is fighting against the spider guy.
Oh
Well,
yes, that's right.
kind of funny because they're all like kind of into spiders and
Yeah, they're
cobwebs
all
and
kind of
stuff.
like
Like,
they all have like webs. Yeah.
yeah, but there's this one guy who looks like a spider with a head.
Yeah.
Basically, Zenitsu fights him, and well, we get some Zenitsu backstory with his grandfather who trained him and how he was
Yeah,
hit by lightning once.
that's right. Yeah, that's right.
Well, after defeating the spider, Zenitsu just, because he's poisoned, just lays there and tries to slow down his poisoning until somebody hopefully saves him.
And I mean, there's some backstory in there, which like the Zenitsu backstory was fine. I was just having trouble paying attention because I was just like, I don't know, it was hard for me to care about it. And there's also a backstory for Rui, the guy who's
Yeah.
he's like the leader of the demon family, which I will say, and I'm not joking. Watching his backstory was one of the first moments while watching this season where like I actually like looked up and I was like, oh, like I actually like that story. Like that's kind of a good
Mhm.
like back. That's kind of a
It
good
was
like
a cool
backstory.
backstory and it was like
Yeah,
understandable, like it was
yeah.
relatable.
Because it was something like he was like either bitten by a demon or like people thought he was like um becoming a demon and like his parents tried to kill him or something.
Yeah, so
Uh
basically he couldn't move, like he was born unable to really move or like with
oh
a
yeah.
weak immune system.
Oh yeah, that's right. He was like karada ga yowai.
Yeah.
Like my body was weak and stuff.
And well, one day Muzan, our Michael Jackson, came into his room and said, "Hee hee." No,
I hope my mic didn't peak right there.
no, he came into his room and was like, "Okay, uh, I will, well, make you able to go outside and be healthy.
Yeah.
But if you want to be that, you have to become a demon."
Yeah.
And that's why he had to eat human flesh, and his parents didn't want him to eat like human flesh, and that's why they wanted to kill him and afterwards themselves.
Yeah. And then he like ended up killing his parents.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which I like that backstory because first of all, it shows the cruelty of both sides, and it shows how someone is caught in the middle.
Mhm.
And like basically it wasn't it was never his fault for like having like a weak immune system, but
Yeah.
basically because of that he was approached by a demon to give him strength, who he accepted because he was a young like child, and then his parents are like on the opposite side, and they're like, oh, he's a demon, like we need to kill him. So like
Mhm.
you're seeing somebody who's being taken advantage of by a demon and then shunned by humanity.
Yeah.
And I kind of like how that ties into like he wants to like have a family and like make a demon family because like his family not only tried to kill him but he killed his family. So it's
Mhm.
like he always just wanted to like say sorry for that. And I believe he says that like when he's dying or something like that. He's like,
Yeah.
I'm sorry for killing you or something. Which like all things considered, it's not a very original idea and like it's kind of just like a basic story, but like it's still good. Um,
Yeah.
but like I'm not gonna hype it up and say like it's the best story ever, but it's just like it's just a pretty good backstory, I would say.
Yeah, that's true. And I mean, since it's a shonen, and it's a shonen jump, right? Demon Slayer is
Yes, yes. Mhm.
okay. I wouldn't expect something like very original.
Yeah.
I mean, after all, it's supposed to be like mainstream.
Yeah, yeah. They have their tropes.
Yeah, and yeah, well, it was good for what it is.
Yep.
I lost my English thing.
I know that. But moving on, I'd say the only other important part of this arc for me is it introduces one new character, but brings back another character who you like haven't seen, and that is
Mhm.
I believe it's Tomioka.
Yeah.
It is Tomioka and um, uh,
Shinobu.
Shinobu. Yes, I was blanking on her name. Um, and these are two pretty important characters for this arc. Um, and that like uh, these two characters basically show a conflict in ideals, which
Mhm.
when Shinobu comes in, this was another point where I actually started like paying attention and being like, oh, like this is actually kind of cool stuff. Um, basically, to like summarize what happens is like Shinobu and Tomioka come in to like help them fight the demons there, and Shi uh, Shinobu sees or like senses that Nezuko is around, and she's like, all right, well let's kill this demon too, and basically uh, Tomioka, who had the experience with Tanjiro in the past and like saw like what happened there, is like he's protecting uh, Nezuko.
Against their
Whereas like
codex, like against
yes,
the codex of the Demon Slayer.
exactly, because like that's not what they're supposed to do. Like they're supposed to kill all demons, and so like at first Shinobu is like, hey, like why are you protecting them? And he kind of just like doesn't say anything. And
Yeah.
and first and foremost, I actually do like Shinobu a lot. I think she's a nice addition. I like her personality. Um, we can get into this a bit more later, but I like her voice actress a lot. I actually wouldn't have remembered if I didn't just look it up, but it's Hayami. Oh, what is it? Hayami something. Dang, I just looked it up. It's Saori Hayami.
Oh, Saori Hayami. Oh
Uh,
yeah, the Mitsuri was Kana Hanazawa. I just remembered Kana
yeah,
being in there.
yes, that's right.
But that's kind of embarrassing because as I caught episode one, I remember saying that I'm excited for Saori here.
No, it honestly makes
Oh,
sense. But yeah, no,
yeah, it does.
Saori Hayami is really good, and Kana Hanazawa is both really good. We'll talk about that more later. But basically, they get into like a mix, and like they're kind of in conflict about like should we save Nezuko, should we not? And after this whole arc ends, all of the Hashiras, which are like the demon slayers, are ordered to take Tanjiro and Nezuko back to like the Hashira base or like whatever.
Yeah, like the headquarters.
So basically now Shinobu is not allowed to kill Nezuko because like the leader, I don't even know his name, told them to like come back with them alive so that they can't kill him.
Judging
Um,
from the analyst page, his name is Kagaya,
Kagaya.
but I think they
Oh
just
yeah,
called
here
him
here.
like the master or something. Like,
Yeah, yeah, like he's like it's not a I've if you can't tell, I have a hard time talking about this show because it's like I'm just at a loss for like I feel like just things just don't matter. Like I don't know if you know what I mean, but like
Yeah, well, I
so many
think
characters are given screen time, and it's like you don't matter.
yeah, I think like for me, it's kind of easier to talk about because I've enjoyed the first part more,
Maybe so. Yeah.
and I've also prior experience with the manga.
True. True. You're kind of a bit more familiar.
Yeah, so I can kind of follow what is happening, and I kind of understand what's going on. But I think like the headquarters arc was where I stopped reading
Oh, I
because I
see.
didn't
Like
remember
right
that.
before that.
Yeah, I remembered the Demon Family arc from manga.
Yep.
Like afterwards, no. But well, now we are at the headquarters,
Exactly.
and basically, what's supposed to happen is that the Hashiras want to decide if they should like kill Tanjiro and Nezuko as
Yep.
well as Tomioka
Yep. Because
because
he
they,
saw that and didn't do anything.
yeah, and he protected them as well.
Yep.
So, and then we have this dumb Sunimi. Dude, come on, that was so useless. Like his actions. I
You
mean,
mean
I
like
can't
when he
understand.
didn't he like cut himself to like get the blood dripping and
Yeah, he also
like he
stabbed
was trying to get.
Nezuko through the box.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
I was like, it was very intense. I mean, I have
Yeah.
to give him that. It was a very intense scene and episodes, and I really enjoyed that. And it got me. Like, I had to continue watching.
Yeah.
But after all, it was so random that he had to do that.
It was very random. Like I kind of understand that because like at that point in the plot, there's like a convergence of ideals, and
Mhm.
we're meeting. I'll get into my thoughts more on this later, but we are meeting a lot of new characters, which are like the rest of the Hashiras right now, and like we're talking about a show called Demon Slayer, like about a corporation which hunts demons. So it's like there has to be a way for them to deal with the fact that Nezuko is a demon. Um,
Mhm.
and like I understand like Sanami doing that because like even though I don't like it, like someone had to kind of challenge that and be like, hey, like you like she is a demon, so like how can we forgive this? Um, but it's revealed in the plot point like as it goes forward that um uh Uro Kodaki used to be a Hashira.
Mhm.
And he like sent them a letter saying like please forgive Tanjiro and Nezuko and like don't kill them, like Nezuko like hasn't harmed anyone or something like that. Um and I believe like the leader, what's his name, Kaguya, he like reads them, or he reads them the note, somebody does, I don't
Yeah,
remember.
like his butlers,
Yeah,
children,
fucking
I don't
who
know what they
knows.
are.
Yeah, what the fuck.
His servants.
Yeah, but they basically read that letter and then they're like, oh, all right, well, our master's asking us not to kill him, and so I guess we'll just not.
Yeah, and also Udo as well as Tomioka said that they would
Yeah, yeah,
commit suicide for
yes,
Tanjiro and Nezuko because they trust them.
yeah. Which I actually really like that that plot point that like Tomioka said like, hey, like I'll commit seppuku if she does harm somebody, because I kind of have my life on the line by like protecting her and stuff.
Hmm.
So I did like Tomioka.
Yeah,
He's
he's a
honestly
cool
not in it
addition.
that much, but once again, there are some of my problems. But honestly, unless you have a little more to add in the plot, I mean, basically they go to a few like recovery places to like heal, and like other than that, not much happens except for the final episode where like Muzan is like, I'm gonna kill all my lower moons because they're like terrible.
Yeah, except for one.
Yeah, except for that one guy who's like, please kill me, and then he's like, I'm gonna give you my blood.
Yeah, and well, after that, the Infinite Train arc starts, which is probably in season two.
Yep.
There
Or
was
it's a movie, I
one.
think.
There is a movie that summarizes the
Ah, I
season.
see.
That's kind of what I remember or recall. Like
Which,
it was, yeah.
by the way, the first 26 episodes of the show, all of it, is apparently called the Unwavering Resolve arc.
Yeah.
Which
Wait, one
that kind
sec.
of feels weird.
Could you scroll down? I mean, the times when they aired look kind of weird
Yeah.
at first. I mean,
Yes, so.
October, November, December, January, February, March.
Yeah, I mean it looks like it was weekly.
Yeah, but
from
like
starting from October.
looked kind of weird at the beginning
Yeah.
because it's a fall 2019 because it started there when it ended in May 2020.
True. That means that it went through when COVID happened, I think.
Yeah, like kind of started. I don't remember.
Yeah.
It's it's
True.
way past our time.
True.
Well, there was one last thing I was kind of wondering, and it's about the master, like Kagaya.
Okay.
What's
Kaguya,
going
yeah.
on with his face? I mean,
Dude, I don't know.
we've seen him, and we also figure out that he knows Tamayo, which is the demon healer.
Yeah, she's like the like she was asking for the blood of demons so that she could like find a healing thing for like Nezuko or something.
Yeah, and well, I was wondering if he maybe knew them by like relations, that he also is or was a demon. But that's just speculation, you know. Like I have no idea. It's just what I'm thinking because he doesn't look like a human, you know.
No, yeah, something's up with that. I don't really know, but
And he has
I think
this
you're
hate against Muzan.
Yeah. A
which
lot
is
of people
also-
hate Muzan.
Yeah, but like he has this okay, we have to kill Muzan kind of vibe.
True.
And well, I don't know what's up with that. I mean, it has to come from somewhere, and maybe it comes like from his face. Maybe it has something to do with that.
Maybe.
But to figure that out, we'd probably have to watch 3 more seasons.
Oh God, please no.
I'm not sure about that yet.
Yeah, not sure. But that basically finishes all the. So, I guess we didn't really break it down fully, but I'm just gonna talk about this as I kind of go into my thoughts about the Hashira. But basically, that is all of the story that I want to break down. But I do have some thoughts about the Hashira and the pacing that are brought up after the Demon Family arc.
Mm-hmm.
Because basically, like you were talking about, as far as pacing goes, a lot of time goes by in the forest. And I would argue the only important parts of like that Demon Family arc are that it shows Zenitsu's backstory. Sure, it introduces Shinobu, and like shows the Demon Family's backstory, but like that's just like kind of fine, I guess. But all that takes place and then it ends on what do you say, like episode 21?
Yeah.
21. So you have 22 to 26. That's like 5 episodes to do the rest of it. And they literally just like introduce all the Hashiras right there, like right after it. And it's like at that point I just felt like, oh, okay. To me it feels like, why didn't you introduce all these characters that like look really interesting? Why didn't you introduce them earlier so that like I start to care about the story? Because it seems to me like whoever was writing this just started writing something and then like they didn't really know what it was, and like they kind of just continued the plot. But like once Demon Slayer actually kind of got popular, they were like, oh well, we need to like make a cast of characters and like have all these people here. And so like it introduces all of the Hashiras right then, and it's like it just kind of feels a little jarring because like we didn't have any like cast or like much of a cast, like in my opinion, before this. Like we had Tanjiro and Nezuko, and like Zenitsu and Inosuke were there, but I don't know, they just didn't feel really connected to Tanjiro that much. And so yeah, like all the Hashiras get introduced like in episode like 21 or 22, and it's like like I have such complex feelings on it because all of them are they look pretty cool, but it's like, bro, it's taken so long to like get to this. And I don't know, it just feels like the pacing to me was a little like they should have gotten to that quicker. But I don't know, like what do you think about that?
Well, I didn't really think that they should have been introduced quicker. I felt like the Demon Family arc was too long. Like while I was watching, I was like, "Ooh, this could really do a bad part on the rating because it's way too long for me." Like you think, okay, it's over now, and then, oh no, he just cut up the head by himself. You have to kill him again, and
Yeah.
well, um, I think like the introduction of the Hashira could maybe be because it's a Shonen Jump.
Yeah, 100%.
That it was finished, like the author, the mangaka finished like the part, and they were sent to the headquarters, and he was like, "Oh, well then I'll introduce the
Every
Hashiras
other, yeah.
in the next part." Maybe that's where it comes from, because I felt like the story itself had a lot of like time jumps,
Yeah.
like some were longer, some were shorter. But like we had one specific episode, I think it was the 14th, where we had so many of these transitions where we have like Inosuke, Tanjiro, and Zenitsu, like their heads, like not colored, but like just the black lines hovering across the screen. If you remember,
What are you talking about? What was it?
like there were some transitions whenever we had a like little time jump.
Yeah, and it's like, okay, honestly, I think a lot of it for me comes down to issues in the first half of the story. Because here's what I think they should have done. Have the main like first episode, like main part of the story start, like that's all fine. But skip like the immense amount of training arc and like skip the like remember that weird arc where like all those demons are in those like black puddles?
Yeah,
Like just skip that whole arc and like honestly don't like introduce like what was it? Tamayo?
yeah,
That doctor? Like don't introduce her there and then just take her away for like the rest. Cause like sure like she's probably gonna come back, but like don't introduce her there. Like it just feels like a weird pacing job. Like make the first major arc of the story, make that the Demon Family arc because that's a pretty solid arc, and it could kind of get you like used to like having like Zenitsu and Inosuke around. Um, and then right after that, you meet all the Hashiras. Like so, it's like okay, it didn't take as long to get to like the main characters, but
but I
I don't
feel
know.
like that.
I just feel like it goes on for too long at the beginning to that part.
But I feel like throwing in the Demon Family arc right at the start is like kind of missing the point of getting Tanjiro's background and understanding how he thinks, going through the
Yeah.
training with Urokodaki.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm agreeing with like leaving the swamp demon like away,
Yeah.
and maybe jumping directly to the drum demon, you know.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I didn't really mind having the Demon Family arc then, but we also had this little section between where we were at this old woman's house.
Yeah.
Who like was where like Tanjiro and Inosuke were healing their ribs.
Yeah.
That could have been left away, as well as
Yeah, exactly. Like stuff like
the
that.
immensely long rehabilitation training.
Yes.
I mean, I think there were like 2 or 3 entire episodes just with the training.
Yeah, and it's like, I don't know. Like, tell me how you feel about this, but multiple characters in this show are introduced and then not mentioned again for like a while, and it's like, I don't know how I feel about that because, like, honestly, I think it's fine with Tomioka because like you meet him at the very beginning and he comes back later, but even then, like, it's a bit jarring. And then like with Tamayo, it's like okay, you meet her, and it's like I guess she's gonna come back later, but like they're just not with her anymore. So it's like it just kind of feels like wasting a character because you're not like meeting them like they're not in the party anymore.
Well, personally, I'm a fan of doing that,
I
like
see.
introducing characters early and do some name dropping like in between.
Yeah.
It, I was kind of annoyed by like Muzan not being mentioned as much in the Demon Family arc
Yeah.
because he is like a main character and the main reason why this Demon Family exists.
Yeah.
But I was a big fan of like knowing who Tamayo is,
Oh
and
yeah.
then at the demon headquarters, hear like Kaguya telling Tanjiro okay and say, Tamayo, I said hi, you know.
Yeah. 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 I know what you mean because it's like a bit of world building, you know.
Mhm.
It kind of makes it feel more like a lived-in world, but ultimately, I just don't know if Demon Slayer's world is good enough to be better than the fact that I don't feel like there's any characters that care about each other. Um,
Mhm.
but that's just my view of it. That being said, I kind of wanted to talk about some of the Hashiras like briefly. I honestly don't have much to say, but um, I think my favorite is Shinobu. Um, I like Shinobu because first of all, I like the idea of like a poison like user. Um,
Mhm.
and I think she mentioned this in a battle, but like she said like she's like she's the only Hashira who doesn't need to cut off their head to like kill them or
And
something like
she's
that.
also
'Cause, like
not able to, apparently.
yeah, uh-huh. And she's also I think the only Hashira up till now that we actually like see like some of her backstory with like her sister.
Mhm.
Um, and I honestly like her personality because like you can honestly already see some character growth with her because in the backstory she's kind of like a more like rude person, but like her sister is like a very like upbeat person, and I believe she dies, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, her like older sister dies, I think by a demon, maybe probably, because
I don't remember.
how else do people die in this world? Um, but her like sister dies, and like you can tell in her current personality that she's trying to act like her sister, but she's not quite that same personality because like you can notice her get like frustrated in moments, but she's trying to be like upbeat and like it just fit for me. Like I like her voice actress a lot too, Saori Hayami. I think she probably did the best job in my opinion in this
Yeah.
whole show. Um, so yeah, that was a highlight for me. Um,
Yeah, I totally agree. Like, Saori Hayami being Shinobu was a perfect fit, at least in my
yeah,
opinion.
it fits very well,
Uh,
dude. That reminds me of the
while,
scene.
yeah.
Sorry. That that reminds me of the scene when Shinobu tells Tomioka that like no one likes him, and he's
Yeah.
like, "Oh, so like you don't know that people don't like you?" And
Yeah.
he's like, "People like me." And I was like, "That was
Yeah.
pretty funny."
That was pretty funny. But like, I I was kind of confused because she tells Tanjiro her dream after he asks her why she's always angry because he can smell that.
Yeah,
I was
yeah, that's
wondering
right.
how an angry person smells,
Yeah.
but like we probably can't possibly know what
That's
Tanjiro's
true.
nose is picking up. Like she told him about her dream that uh humans and demons could be friends, like
Yeah.
live alongside each other. And I was wondering if that is her dream, why was she so extremely fixed on killing Nezuko?
Yeah, dude, that's a good question.
I mean,
It's a good fucking
attacking
question.
attacking a demon because she's a demon hunter, okay. But like after Tomioka is like protecting Tanjiro and Nezuko and her noticing that Tanjiro is giving like everything he has to save this demon, why is she like not okay, I understand that this is my dream.
Wow, it's almost like this author doesn't understand how to write these characters.
Yeah, that got me so confused. I was like, okay, she's telling about her dream. What's her dream? Killing all demons? Because like she also like when they got to the headquarters, she also wanted to kill Tanjiro and Nezuko.
Yeah, I'm just like,
Like
what the fuck, dude?
that doesn't make sense. At least not to me. If somebody knows,
No.
please explain.
Yeah, no, man. It's a mystery. Um, and I guess like all else I can say about the Hashiras is like they honestly their character designs look like really cool. Like I
Mhm.
think they look cool, but it just made me more frustrated to like feel like I wish they introduced these people sooner because I've been waiting for the past 20 episodes for something to happen. And like it made me even more frustrated because like Kana Hanazawa, for instance, plays uh
Mitsuri.
Mitsuri. And like I wanted to like her more and like her personality was pretty funny, but like she just doesn't do anything in this. Like she's not she like she has like some quirky lines, but like she's not even in it. She's not even in the show. She's
Yeah, well,
just like saying random stuff.
but I mean, we still need some stuff to happen in the next seasons. I don't think it was meant to be a one season only.
How long are you gonna make me wait, Demon Slayer?
I mean, apparently by now we have 4 seasons, so
Jesus.
quite a long time. And also, what I noticed, I mean, that's kind of a thing for shonen anime. Like, I found it very extreme in this show that whenever something didn't work out, there suddenly was a backflash to something. And
Yeah,
Tanya was
dude,
stronger. I
dude.
mean, in Fairy Tail, for example, I'm taking
Yes.
Fairy Tail because I know some Fairy Tail. We have a lot of building on their friendship, but you also see them
Power
struggling a
friendship.
lot, or sometimes that something's not working out. Like in Demon Slayer, at least till now, we have like, okay, Tanjiro is like laying on the ground, like, oh man, I'm defeated, and then he's remembering his dad, for example, and then he suddenly has a new technique and can fight even better, and like kind of weird to me.
Yeah.
I feel like we're
Yeah, I
bashing
mean,
this show quite a lot and should go to like
yeah.
characters or
I
voice
mean,
actors some more.
yeah. I feel like I was about to get into something. What were we talking about before this?
Tanjiro being like getting better by
Oh,
thinking about his past.
yes, I remember. Because you were mentioning like shonen like as a
Mhm.
genre. And I feel like I can explain this well by comparing it to My Hero Academia, which like the only reason why I'm comparing it is because yes, it is shonen and it is also Shonen Jump. And
Uh-huh.
like yes, they are like different types of shows, I will say in a way. They're not necessarily the same exact type of show. But the thing about My Hero's pacing that I like is that in the first 13 episode season, you meet every character who matters for that season. Like and like that might just be like a me thing, but like you meet like all the class, you meet All Might, you meet like everyone who matters there, and like if there's another important character in the future, you meet them like at the beginning of a season, and then like you get to know them through that season. Like so it doesn't feel awkward to like see a character and then not see anything from them, like typically. And it's just like
Mhm.
I just don't get that here. Like I feel like I'm meeting characters and they don't matter, and like I'm just moving on like through the plot that just doesn't like make any sense to me. Um, and I'm not getting that sense of like satisfaction of just like going through character interactions in a normal way. So that's honestly, I guess if I talk about it like that, like my biggest problem with this show might be the pacing.
But
Because like the plot is not particularly bad, and like the characters aren't bad at all. Like most of the characters aren't bad, but I just wish they were all together, or I was like seeing them do stuff.
but I
But
think
anyways, I'm going on for too long.
but I think that's kind of a you problem. You know, like
Yeah.
you're, as far as I know, not a person who really enjoys adventure anime.
Okay,
Like
fair enough.
people
Yeah,
going
yeah,
on an adventure.
yeah. Uh
I'm not talking Bilbo Baggins here,
huh.
but like basically the story is about Tanjiro, who is on an adventure to
Yeah,
save his sister. So basically, he's the only character I personally to like see, and I don't really care that much about all the
yeah,
other characters. And I think also they should at least be supporting characters, like side characters.
yeah,
And I'm also counting Inosuke and Zenitsu in there
yeah,
because this story, at least for me, is about Tanjiro and Nezuko. So I didn't really care about, for example, Rengoku, who's like
yeah.
probably kind of a main character for the next season. Uh, I didn't really care about him. He was there. I was happy to see him, but like, I don't care. It's not Tanjiro and
Exactly.
Nezuko. But I don't mind, and that's the difference. I don't mind because
Yeah,
it's an adventure anime. Characters come, they leave. It doesn't
yeah,
matter.
yeah. And I'm like, you do make a good point there because I think it is ultimately about the journey to save Nezuko, which like that makes sense to me. Like maybe it is a me problem, but um, like if you look at other examples of adventure anime, because I would count One Piece as an adventure anime, right?
Yeah.
Um, it's about the journey to like find the One Piece, but it just does characters in a totally different way that doesn't feel like it doesn't feel like this to me. And honestly, maybe if I liked Tanjiro more, I would be fine with it. But honestly, I just think he is the most 50 like average character. Like I would literally give him a 50. Like he's not bad at all, but he just doesn't do anything special to me. Um, and like you said, like that might be a me problem, and like I'm fine with that. And yeah, so like that's just how I feel about it, I guess.
Yeah, and well, maybe there's also a difference. I mean, you said One Piece right now,
Yeah.
and there are reasons that I didn't enjoy One Piece that much that I didn't even watch as many episodes as 26. You know, because it
Yeah, and
was
like
just not my type of show. I was just not interested after a few episodes. I mean, if I remember, we meet how is he called, the main character in One
meet
Piece.
Luffy.
Yeah, thank you.
Meet Luffy, yeah.
And
Which
I
like
actually didn't forget his name. I just didn't know how to pronounce
yeah,
it.
Luffy.
Like we get to meet Luffy, and then in the next few episodes we get to meet all the main characters. Like, okay, that's kind of boring. I want to see like the adventure, and not the characters.
He honestly like now that I compare it to One Piece a bit more, here's what I think because One Piece also does things like Demon Slayer where it'll like introduce a character and like you won't see them for like 100 chapters. So like it also does that same thing. But I guess the only difference is that I personally feel like One Piece has a stronger main cast that it does have together for most of the like beginning of the show. So it's like I don't know, I guess it's just I don't think Demon Slayer's characters are too strong personally.
Yeah,
But
but there we are again. That for me, the main cast in Demon Slayer is just Tanjiro and Nezuko, and they are always
and that's
together.
it. It's like they're both just so boring to me. I don't know. Like tell me how you
Yeah.
feel about it, but
I liked both of them. I liked Tanjiro and I liked Nezuko. I enjoyed watching them. I enjoyed the interactions, but I was so annoyed by Inosuke and Zenitsu.
yeah,
They
dude, and
were
that's the thing.
totally
Yeah.
not my type of character. They were too annoying, too active, too well. Inosuke with all his I have to keep up with Tanjiro, even though I didn't care if he's as strong as Tanjiro, and Zenitsu
Yeah.
being all his a scared self, or like meh, just get him
Yeah,
off
dude.
screen, please.
I know, and like I do agree with you on that point because it's like it just feels like there's two because like I personally felt Tanjiro and Nezuko are just a bit boring, and then there's just two annoying characters with them like Inosuke and Zenitsu, and I'm like, bro, this is just a net negative. right now. Like,
Yeah, and I do understand that. I just didn't feel about Tanjiro and Nezuko the same.
yeah, I get you.
Okay. I feel like we got very, very deep into our thoughts about the
I think we
characters and the
did. Yeah,
story. And I think we also don't have to talk as much about the voice actors. I mean, if we want to know about
yeah,
like Tanjiro and Zenitsu and Inosuke, just listen to the first part because we've talked
yeah.
about them. But I want to know about the voice actor of the crow
Oh yeah.
because I want to know what else he's done because this was such a unique voice. You heard
It's
so much.
Takumi Yamazaki, who looks like he does a lot more. Oh look, he's also voiced another bird in another show. Um, it looks like he's in Gintama. Um, is that Baki? Yeah, that's Baki Hanma. Um, he isn't Baki, I don't think. No, he's not. Um, it looks like he's just done like sporadic. Oh, he's this guy. He's
Yeah,
Kaneth from Fate Zero. Or wait, is that Fate Zero? Wait, is that even Fate? I thought that was Fate.
I just remember the
Oh, it
name. Oh
is.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's the Fate franchise.
yeah, it is Fate. Yeah, he's Kaneth, which like I kind of remember that. Honestly, not much.
And another bird.
He's the bird man.
Yeah. Okay, sadly not too
Here's another
many.
bird.
Sadly not too many
Yeah, but
roles.
he was good.
But I felt like he did a good job
Good voice
voicing the
acting.
bird. And
Um,
I imagine him being like in the studio and then like
yeah.
next mission.
Also, Kanao's voice actor is Reina Ueda, who is a very good voice actress. Um, let's see, is she in Genshin? Is she in Genshin? Is she in Genshin?
Yes, she is in Genshin and she's
She
also in
is.
Honkai Star. She's Sparkle.
Honkai Star Rail. Sparkle. There's a character named Sparkle in Honkai?
Yeah, she's pretty. I also
see.
have her.
Oh, nice, dude. Hell yeah. But voice actors.
Well, I think we're kind of done with
I
voice
think
actors
we are.
and stories, so I want to mention two more things about the animation,
Okay.
and then we can talk about that, and then I think it's like time for a personal opinion rating.
Yeah.
So I thought about the animation time to time,
Mm.
because there were some 3D shots in there, and they looked so weird. They just didn't fit in there at all. Do you know what I mean? Like when Zenitsu
Yeah,
walked
hold
through the
on.
forest and you have like spinning around him. And
Yes, I know exactly what you mean.
what's going on here?
Thank you, Ufotable, for your special 3D shots and effects. It's funny. I was actually thinking about the 3D this morning when I was watching the last episode. And I actually liked do you remember the last scene with Muzan and what was it, the lower 6 moons?
Lower 12, probably.
Lower 12, whatever.
I don't remember. I don't really. That's also another thing. The thing with the 12 demon moons is never properly explained.
It's not
I
explained.
feel like. So we have the 12 demon moons, and I don't know if we have like 6 lower and 6 upper moons, or like 12
Yeah,
each.
it's just like not telling me.
But I think there was something about it in the.
Probably.
But we're judging
But I was
the
watching
anime
that
here.
scene. Yeah. I was watching that scene with Muzan and those guys, and he was like killing them. And I kind of like I liked that 3D shot because like that whole like environment was like, it was like all these buildings and like it was like another dimension where like all this like infrastructure was just like in like a big mass. And I think it really fit for the 3D there because like it would be hard to convey that in 2D as well.
Yeah.
Like I think overall there's some good uses and some bad uses. Like you said, it can be like pretty jarring at times. But yeah,
Yeah, and another thing I wanted to say is Ufotable still did a pretty good job on animating everything.
yeah,
For example, if we take Shinobu, like I mean, the Demon Slayer drawing style is so unique, but Shinobu turned out so pretty in there.
yeah, true.
Like if we look at her eyes, they're kind of empty, but still kind of convey emotions.
Yeah, honestly, character designs and like how they look in the anime might be one of the strongest points of the show. Like its presentation and like how the characters look is very nice.
Mm-hmm.
I just wish there were more from them, but I've already
Yeah,
gone into that.
I would have also liked a further explanation into the breathing techniques
Yeah,
because by now we know Tanjiro has water breathing.
yeah, it's like
There
Mizuno.
apparently is Yeah, there apparently is something like flame breathing, lightning breathing. Then
Yeah,
we have Inosuke with I don't know, wild breathing,
butterfly breathing or
like
insect
insect
breathing.
breathing. Like what's going on there? Can you just like decide how you want to breathe?
Yeah.
Like for example, Tanjiro didn't know the breathing technique, and Urokodaki taught him. Like that would give us the option that I could say, okay, I want to technique, so that you
Yeah.
can have multiple breathing techniques. So, for example, if like Tanjiro undergoes training from, for example, Shinobu, that he could also learn insect breathing and maybe combine it with his water.
Ah, that's interesting.
Like I don't know because we have no further introduction to the breathing
Yeah.
techniques.
Yeah, we don't know what's going on. And I'm a little tired of that.
Yeah, but we're done with the first season, so
We are done.
there's only one thing left to ask.
Yeah,
I'll ask you first because
go
I feel
ahead,
like
ask
your
me.
rating will be lower
I
than
guess
mine.
you can ask me. I'll let you
So,
ask me.
Jack, on a scale from 0 to 100, in steps of 5, what is your rating for the second half of Demon Slayer, and afterwards, of course, your complete rating of Demon Slayer?
So I'm not going to prepare a second half versus the entirety.
Okay.
I'm just gonna say my entire rating of the whole thing because it is just one season. Um, and I will admit I did kind of forget to like rate it, and I have I've been like basing it off of our conversations in this episode. So like if I have to revise this eventually, we'll see. My thoughts might change in the future, but um I don't want to get too cooked for this rating, but like dude, I'm kind of wanting to give it a like a 40 or 45. And I think I'll go with I think I might go with a 40.
And this is
Um
totally understandable for me. I do get that.
based on season 1. Um
Yeah.
and honestly, I was like it if I meet these characters in future season, I might like them, but um I just personally felt like the pacing and amount of time spent with the characters wasn't sufficient
Mhm.
for me. Um, for people who like a more of like an adventure story and like something that's less about a character growing and more about like going on a journey to like save Nezuko, which is what the show's about. Um, if you like good, like a well presented anime with I think actually uh fine voice acting overall with some standouts and actually pretty good music as well. I think you'll like it, and like I think that like that's why a lot of people like it is because it has a good presentation. Uh, it
Mhm.
it's never too offensive. Um, it shows a lot that it doesn't tell, which even though it frustrated me, I can see how like that becomes popular. Um,
Yeah.
but for me personally, I'm gonna have to put it at a 40 for season 1 only.
The question now is, what will your cousin's rating?
Well, he's not the biggest defender of Demon Slayer. I think because he's read the entire series. and I think he gives it a 60 on my scale.
Okay.
Which I think he said like some of the better arcs are later, so like he's probably like read some of the better arcs that I haven't gotten to, but based on this
Okay.
is
Let me know if he wrote you
Yeah.
for your rating.
I will let you know if there's any backlash. But Leon, it's time for your turn. On a scale of 0 to 100 in steps of 5, what do you rate the back half of Demon Slayer / the entirety? Let me know.
Okay, so let's start with the part 2 with everything we talked about today. And I have to say I enjoyed most of it, even though it didn't sound like it, I feel like, during the show.
Yeah.
Or during our episode.
I was kind of bringing it down, sorry.
Yeah, me too. I mean, I don't really think that people want to know as much about because it would just take too long
Yeah.
to talk about everything. But I enjoyed the story. It got me hooked, which is always a good sign and a good thing. I planned on watching like the last 6 episodes, like 3 yesterday and 3 today. But because I got hooked, I watched all 6 yesterday.
Oh, dang.
And that's always a good sign for me.
Yeah.
And we had some downs, especially with the Demon Family arc. And, well, annoying characters.
Annoying main character.
But that's why it's not as good as one for me.
Yeah.
But it still got a 70 out of 100, like the part
70,
2.
alright.
And, well, since part 2 got 70, part 1 got 80, the only logical thing to do is
Is rated as
70.
75. Yep.
As you know, I'm a deeply logical person.
Leon is my logical half.
So, Demon Slayer 75 and 40. And, well, we're done. We've watched Demon Slayer.
We are done. That one
Something
felt
I've-
really long.
Yeah. Well, I've planned to watch Demon Slayer for a long time. I never did, and I'm kind of glad that we watched it now and that we talked about it.
Despite all I said about it, I'm actually really glad too, because like I just like to have an opinion or like a somewhat informed opinion on this stuff, because like I do care about the like world of anime, so it's like I like to be able to watch this stuff and like know about it. So I'm also really glad that we watched it.
Yeah, now the only thing left to do is decide what we're gonna do next.
That
on
is
episode
true.
16.
And I have some ideas, I will say. So I guess please look forward to what we come up with, and thank you all for listening.
Yeah, thank you. We'll hear us in a fortnight. Please like and subscribe, and then see you in a fortnight. Bye bye.
Bye.